Ruth, what the heck do you think you're doing getting married before me? Isn't that a little insensitive of you? Everyone knows the cutest sister should get married first. There's a proper order to these things, you know. You need to respect that. It should be illegal for someone as ugly as you to get married before me. Ugh, I wish you'd stop trying to ruin my life already.
Is that really you, Sharon? I almost didn't believe it when I saw the message. It's been that long. What do you want? Why are you messaging me out of the blue after all this time? I don't know what you mean by the proper order of things, but surely anyone would be free to get married whenever they want to. And really, how exactly am I trying to ruin your life? Isn't this all a bit dramatic?
It's not dramatic because you are. You really are.
How? I'm not even in a relationship.
It's pointless trying to hide it, I know. I know you guys are already making plans for the wedding day.
I just told you I'm not even in a relationship. That means I'm single, you dummy.
Whatever, liar. Liar, pants on fire. I'm the one who should be getting married first. Do you understand? Me. I'd be a laughing stock if my cave troll of a sister got married before me. I'm the beautiful one. Why can't you consider my reputation for once? I have to be the first one to get married.
You are aware that if you have a boyfriend, you guys are free to get married whenever you like, right? I'm really not stopping you. In fact, I'm rooting for you. You go, girl. You can complain at me till you're blue in the face, but it isn't gonna put a ringer on your finger, you know?
Duh, I know that. But I'm still not letting you get married first. This wedding is not going ahead.
You're right, it's not. Because as I keep trying to tell you, I'm single. The next day.
Ruth, I heard that you're planning on getting married without mine or Sharon's permission. Is this true? This wedding is not happening. I won't allow it.
Huh? Oh Lord, not you two.
Excuse me?
I have no idea how Sharon got into her head that I'm getting married, but I can assure you I'm not.
Liar! She said she saw you, so there's no point in lying. We know, Ruth.
I see. So you also intend on completely ignoring everything I say and causing a huge fuss over nothing, huh? Good grief, you two haven't changed a bit.
Regardless of what you say, it's only right that Sharon be the first one to get married. Can you imagine how upset your beautiful sister would be if you got married before her? What with your face being as unfortunate as it is. You're a grown woman and you need to start thinking about your little sister's reputation in the eyes of the world for once. She'd never heard the end of it.
I said this to Sharon too. But if she has a boyfriend, she's free to get married whenever she likes. I'm not stopping her at all, and she doesn't need to worry about me one bit. Being senselessly harassed by my estranged family over an imaginary wedding is kind of annoying, and I'd appreciate if you stopped.
Excuse me?
Wasn't I clear enough? Try this instead then. Leave me alone. 1 month later.
Hey sis, I found a 100% foolproof guaranteed way of getting married before you.
What? Are you really still going on about this? Aren't you bored yet? Don't you have anything better to do than pester me? Over something that doesn't even make any sense, no less.
Well, you're still making plans for the wedding, aren't you?
Like I told you countless times, I'm single and I have no plans to get married.
You're gonna love this. I hit upon a way to make you give up on your wedding and get married before you. You can consider this message as a declaration of war.
What exactly are you planning on doing?
That's for me to know and you to find out. The plan's going full steam ahead starting tomorrow, so you better prepare yourself.
Once more, I have no boyfriend, no fiancé, no husband, and no intention of getting married in the foreseeable future. 10 months later.
You little witch! You had no intention of giving up on the wedding in the end, did you? Why, you little...
What? Mom? Is this by any chance a continuation of your nonsensical ramblings about the imaginary wedding that you should have given up on 10 months ago? You still haven't let whatever this is go?
Don't ever speak to your mother like that, young lady. Like hell I'd give up on something so important. Anyway, back to the point. It's time for you and him to break up and go your separate ways.
Him? If you're talking about this imaginary boyfriend, or fiancé, or husband, or whatever he's supposed to be of mine, then I hate to break it to you, but I'm still single, just like I was back then.
The lies stop now, Ruth. I never raised you like this. I don't care how much you kick or scream, but this weekend's wedding ceremony is simply not going ahead. Cancel it. That's an order, not a request.
Interesting. That's the first I've heard of me getting married this weekend.
Listen, Ruth, here's the thing. Your sister Sharon is pregnant.
What?
This isn't going to be easy for you, but listen. And listen carefully. The baby is your fiancé's. There's no doubt about it.
What? Who the hell are you talking about? I just feel like a broken record at this point, but I'll say it again. I don't have a boyfriend or a fiancé. This person you're talking about doesn't exist. Really, what's going on here? I'm so confused. Have you been causing some poor guy trouble based on a misunderstanding? Please tell me you haven't.
Don't you dare change the subject, young lady. Sharon's already in the last month of her pregnancy.
What? You mean the baby's due soon?
That's right. Sharon, and not you, will be the bride at this weekend's wedding. You might not like it, but this is non-negotiable. Your sister is giving birth in 10 days. Give her your fiancé, now!
Ugh, how many times do I have to tell you? I have no wedding plan, nor do I plan on planning one, nor do I have a fiancé to give my sister. Not that this conversation would be any less weird, even if I was getting married.
How disappointing. I see you're still clinging to your desperate lies in a vain attempt to dodge your responsibilities to your family. If you don't stop this at once, I'm disowning you. You'll never speak to any of us again, I swear. There's no place for you in this family if you don't value your little sister's happiness. Disowning you is the only sensible option.
I really don't mind if you disown me. In fact, I'd actually be super relieved to never have to engage with any of you again. Would you do it? Would you please disown me? In any case, I'm not engaged to anyone.
Excuse me?
If there is a wedding being held somewhere this weekend, then I strongly advise you look into it a little more thoroughly before you turn the happiest day of some poor couple's lives into a nightmare. One thing I can tell you for sure, the bride at whoever's wedding this is not me. The day of the wedding.
Ruth, pick up the phone. What is this? What the heck is going on?
What do you want? Would you mind not spam calling me all of a sudden? I'm kind of at work.
Huh? You're at work?
I'm on a business trip to Seattle to negotiate with a major client.
Seattle?
The only reason I'm replying to you is because I have a little downtime in between talks right now. If you have something to say to me, then make it quick.
Whoa. Hold on a sec. If you're in Seattle right now... I knew it. The bride at the wedding in Chicago just now wasn't you, was it?
Huh?
She was a total stranger. I'd never seen her before. Ugh, you tricked me, Ruth. God damn you.
Just hold on a sec. How on earth am I supposed to understand what's going on if you won't even explain it to me? You just come at me with a load of gibberish and seemingly expect an answer? Please tell me you didn't just crash some poor stranger's wedding. Well, where was it held?
S Weddings Community Hall?
Huh? S Weddings?
Obviously! I saw you and your fiancé, Alex Davis, going in there together about a year ago. Where else would it have been held?
Huh? Alex?
Not only that, but apparently he was seen going in and out regularly afterwards, too. What's more, a little while after that, I overheard him discussing the wedding with someone who seemed to be his friend at a cafe near the hall, and a date was mentioned.
And what date was today?
Yes! That's why I crashed the wedding while pregnant with Alex's baby. But he wasn't even there. I'd never seen the bride and groom in my life, and they were horrified. God, it was so embarrassing. When the security guards ran over and restrained me, the watermelon I had under my jumper fell out and smashed into little pieces all over the floor.
No way. You had a watermelon under your jumper to try and look pregnant?
I had no idea what was going on. I was in such a panic. I just hightailed it out of there as soon as I managed to get the security guards off of me.
You ran away?
Obviously. What else was I gonna do? Stay for the buffet? I'm with Mom right now at the Apple Hotel next to the hall. We've been staying here since last night in preparation for today. We're going home as soon as the heat dies down. I could hear police sirens after I escaped, so we're laying low for now. Oh my God, I can't tell you how embarrassing it was. Even just thinking about it makes me cringe. This is all your fault. You are the worst.
3 hours later.
Ruth, this is bad. Help! Sharon's been captured by the families of the bride and groom at the wedding she accidentally crashed.
Could be worse. Look on the bright side. At least the cops don't have her yet.
What? Wait, do you know about this?
Listen, Mom. That wedding my sister just crashed, it just so happened to be the wedding of one of my coworkers.
What?
This includes a little speculation on my part based on what Sharon just told me herself, but here's why I think she made such a ridiculous misunderstanding. When she saw me walking into the S Weddings community hall with Alex Davis a year ago, I wasn't there to plan a wedding, but to hold a work meeting.
A work meeting?
I work for a large advertising agency that specializes in weddings. S Weddings are one of our biggest clients, and me and Alex, my coworker, regularly hold meetings with them to discuss upcoming proposals and leases on existing contracts. And as a result of knowing what a good company they are through work, Alex decided to get married at one of their venues. It was a small ceremony held only for close friends and family.
What, Alex?
Yes, Alex. You know, the person you convinced yourself was my fiancé. Sharon was under the delusion that she could somehow charm Alex before the wedding and stop it ever going ahead, which, needless to say, failed miserably. But not knowing when to give up and so hell-bent on being the first sister to get married, she hatched a plan where she'd try and convince Alex she was pregnant with his baby before ordering him to abandon his wife at the altar and marry her instead. Which is why she barged into the wedding hall screaming and shouting with a watermelon stuffed under her jumper like some escaped mental patient.
But she said Alex wasn't the groom after all. Apparently she didn't recognize anyone. Do you have any idea how embarrassed she was? That poor girl.
That's probably because this whole plan of hers was based on a fundamental misunderstanding.
A misunderstanding? What kind of misunderstanding?
She still hasn't realized, has she? Alex wasn't the groom, she was the bride.
What? The bride?
Alex is a woman.
A woman?
She's always been a big girl. She was the national judo champion back in high school, tall as a giraffe with biceps like a bodybuilder. She typically only wears guyish clothes like baggy pants and blazers. I don't think she even owns a skirt. In her own words, I'm mistaken for a guy pretty much on a daily basis. Apparently, she started going out of her way to make it clear to people she's a woman after this whole incident with Sharon basically stalking her, though.
Alex is a woman? I can't believe it. How could this be?
I'll tell you how it could be. It could be because you both ignored absolutely everything I said at every opportunity. If you would have listened to me for just 1 second, this never would have happened. That's why my sister made a complete moron of herself in front of dozens of people. I had a feeling Alex and her family would probably be looking for the culprit, so I gave her a call. She was speechless when I told her it was none other than my little sister.
You told her? You little snitch! You ratted on your own sister! How could you, you demon?
She ran away without taking even a shred of responsibility for ruining what should have been the happiest day of my coworker's life. There's only one person in the wrong here, and it isn't me.
Ruining?
As a result of her gate crashing the wedding, the whole ceremony got canceled. Sharon will most likely be forced to take responsibility in the form of compensation for the cost of the wedding and damages for the mental anguish caused by her abhorrent behavior. If I had to guess, I'd say she should be receiving some letters in a few days' time. Make sure she checks the mail.
Compensation? Damages? What?
Which is why I advise you to continue this conversation with Alex and her lawyer.
No, please! You have to do something about this. You're her friend. Surely you can make her see sense.
Nope, it's your mess, not mine. Fix it yourselves.
Ruth!
Goodbye. Later on. You would have thought Sharon would have realized she was making a misunderstanding at some point during the 10 months between hearing about the wedding and actually crashing it. Although maybe that would be putting too much faith in the reasoning abilities of someone who'd stuff a watermelon under their jumper and crash a wedding to steal someone's wife? A few days later, I apologized profusely to Alex and her husband for the actions of my family. Fortunately, they were both very understanding, but unfortunately, the reality of my sister ruining their wedding day would never disappear. Just as planned, Alex sued Sharon for compensation and damages for the cost of the wedding and mental anguish she caused. As if that wasn't enough, it turns out she also broke an expensive statue during her dramatic escape from the wedding hall, for which she was also ordered to pay a hefty sum. We're a single mother family, and after flying the nest long ago, and now intentionally keeping my distance from the terrible two, our mom was the only person in the world my sister had to rely on. Then, one night it happened. My mom ran away in the night. With that, the crippling financial burden was placed squarely on Sharon's shoulders, and on her shoulders alone. Last I heard, she was spending her days wallowing in regret and complaining about how unfair the world is while working like a dog to pay off her debts.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Amy, this is not good. Pick up. Please answer. I'm begging you.
Hey, Mike. Are you already back from your business trip? How are you?
I got no time for pleasantries.
What's the matter? My God, what's the rush?
Sarah's gone. She's not here.
Huh? Sarah gone. What do you mean?
My business trip ended early, so I got back home earlier than expected.
Really? You're already back home?
You sent me a line message this morning, right? You said your friend suddenly invited you on a 2-day trip? So I'm guessing you're there now? And you said you were going to drop Sarah off at your folks' place. Well, I went straight over there to pick her up, but your mom said you never stopped by and they have no idea where Sarah is.
Yeah, well...
I even went over to my parents' place to make sure, but they too had no idea what I was talking about.
Well, I was going to tell you, but I took Sarah to a friend's place nearby.
Huh? Friend of yours?
Yeah, from school. I wasn't lying about taking her to my folks' place. I was actually on my way when this friend, from Sarah's school, said she had a children's teachers conference and offered to take care of Sarah. And so I figured, why not? And had her stay with her.
Oh, okay. That's sure a relief.
Oh, I just forgot to send you a message about it. I'm sorry.
Well, now that I know where she is, puts my mind at ease.
Oh, sorry for worrying you. Really sorry. My bad.
And where does this friend of yours live?
She's at Irene's place. I think you have the contact info if I'm correct.
Oh yeah, Irene. I remember. Okay, I'll contact her and go pick her up.
Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry for worrying you.
Good evening. Is this Irene? May's mom? This is Mike. I'm Sarah's father.
Oh, yes, Sarah's father.
Yes, I heard from my wife that Sarah was over there for a few days. My business trip ended a little early, so I'm planning to go over there now to pick her up. When's a good time?
I'm so sorry.
Something the matter?
I don't know how to tell you this, Sarah. She just disappeared. I don't know where she is. She was playing with May earlier, but I went to the bathroom for just a second. When I returned, she was gone.
Anyway, I'm headed over there right now. We'll figure out what to do when I get there.
Okay, I'll be right there. You know the place, right? Oh, I'm really sorry.
Amy, pick up! This time it's for real! Answer ASAP!
Huh? What is it?
I just went over to Irene's place.
Yeah, okay, so you went over there. Great.
Yeah, right. Well,
Oh, no, my smartphone battery's about to die. Take care of things over there until I get back, okay?
hold it a second. I'm not finished yet. Sarah's gone. This time for real. She disappeared from Irene's place. She took her eyes off her for a second and she was gone. Irene said she tried to contact you, but hey, Amy, are you there? Is your smartphone dead? Answer me! You gotta be kidding me! Did her battery just die? Why didn't she frickin' charge it for Christ's sakes?
Hey, Mike, I'm about to get on Route 40 and head north. Should be home in a couple of hours.
Oh, it's you, Amy.
It was a sudden trip, but I have to admit, it was fun. Thanks for taking care of Amy while I was gone.
So, that last time we talked, you had your smartphone turned off. Is that right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was going to charge it, but as luck would have it, I forgot the adapter. I was going to borrow my friend's, but the cable was a different type. Oh, she uses an Android phone, you know mine. I checked the hotel gift shop, but they were all sold out. I figured I'd pick one up somewhere the next day, but I forgot all about recharging it because I was having such a fun sightseeing trip with friends.
You had 2 full days to find a charger. Forget it. Okay. Right. Sounds plausible.
When we said goodbye at the hotel, I drove past this big mall and there was an electronics store there, so I stopped in and got one. Finally got it charged in the car. What a hassle, huh?
Yeah. A real hassle.
Oh boy, how could I be so forgetful? I'm such a goof.
Yeah. A real goof.
You seem a bit angry. Are you? Oh, I know, I'm sorry. I guess you would be pissed. 2 days is kinda long. Anyways, I'm on my way home. I bought a whole bunch of delicious goodies, so keep the kitchen table ready. Hey, Mike, just turned and got off the exit, stopped at the deli. Finally back to familiar surroundings. Feels kinda good to be back home. I guess it took longer than expected. Sarah's already fast asleep, I guess. I'm just going to pick up some milk and bread, be home in 15. Hey, Mike, the front door, it's locked. I can't open it with this key. What's going on?
Oh, finally home, huh?
What's wrong with this key? Why doesn't it open, for God's sake? Come on, Mike, open up.
No, can't do that.
Huh? Can't do... Why not?
You really don't know.
Oh, don't tell me you're still mad at me for going off on this trip. And I'm sorry about not getting that charger earlier. I just forgot. Besides, it's only been 2 days. It's been a while since I took a vacation, so I guess I was just excited. You know the feeling. I bought a whole bunch of presents, so give me a break. Pretty please.
I can't open it. Well, because I'm not there. How can I let you in if I'm not there?
Huh? You're not here. So that means you're on another business trip? Is that it?
No, no business trip. It means I won't be returning to that house again.
Wait a sec. Let me get this right.
It means Sarah and I moved out of that house and we'll live elsewhere.
What?
I only had 2 days, so it was pretty hectic to say the least. Well, we somehow managed. You really put your mind to it, you can really get a lot done. As for all your stuff, your dad stopped by and took everything home.
Why are you doing this? What did I do wrong?
Okay, I'm gonna get right to the point if you don't mind. I filed for divorce.
Divorce? Hold on just a minute. You're going too fast. I'm having a hard time understanding you.
So, you have no inkling of why I would want a divorce. Is that what you're saying?
Of course, I have no idea. So please, explain it to me. I really want to hear it. What's this about? I'm completely in the dark here. How am I supposed to react when I don't even know what's going on?
Okay. Let's first start with Sarah.
Huh? What about Sarah?
Remember when you were talking with me and you said your smartphone battery was about to die? Remember that? Sarah was missing. We couldn't find her anywhere.
Huh? You're not serious.
Check your line messages and check all the older ones from a few days ago. See all the messages I sent you?
Okay, just a second. Huh? What's this?
You see it?
Yeah, I checked it. So what about Sarah?
We looked all over for her and finally found her. Thank God. She was fine, no injuries or anything.
Oh, well, that's a relief. Gosh, what was Irene thinking? I'll never ask her again.
Huh?
Don't you think that's irresponsible? I mean, she is supposed to have a teacher's certificate or something. Did she get it from Walmart or something? Jeez. What was she planning to do if something happened to Sarah?
Hey, Amy.
Having a teacher's certificate means nothing if you're not actually working. Her certificate is just a piece of paper. You have to have real-world experience to be a good and responsible teacher.
So that's the first thing you say about Irene?
Of course it is. If you're going to take on the burden of looking after another person's child, I would expect that person to be responsible for their actions. It's common sense. Oh, you can't just apologize and be done with it.
Didn't this whole fiasco start with you leaving Sarah at Irene's front door without even asking her?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I heard all of it. She explained how it all went down. And before you start denying it, Sarah collaborated all of it. Apparently, you've been having Irene take care of Sarah every time something comes up. Funny thing is, it was always when I was off on a business trip. What's going on here?
Nothing's going on, you know? I sort of wanted a change of pace, I guess.
Oh yeah, change of pace. Like taking her over there 3 or 4 times a week? Really? A little too inconsiderate towards Irene, wouldn't you say? Not to mention it's totally irresponsible. Besides, both our parents live right nearby. I don't see why you don't just take them over there.
But you know, she has a teacher's certificate, has ample experience. I just felt it would be safer for Sarah, that's all.
You never considered how Irene felt about this? They have their own family to worry about. Didn't that even cross your mind? I can understand if Irene had agreed to take care of Sarah, but in actuality, that was all BS. I mean, come on! Show some common sense for God's sake!
Well, there are certain things a housewife must do on a daily basis. Oh, a guy would never understand. How would you know? Besides, you're at the office all day. I'm sorry, but who gives you the right to determine how I run the household or take care of my child?
Do you know why Sarah went missing? Sarah was well aware that she was placed at Irene's home without proper consent. She felt like she was a burden.
Huh? What are you saying?
What I'm saying is, because she felt like she was not wanted, she decided to head to the one place she knew best, which was my parents' place.
Oh, you're not serious.
I'm afraid I am. Although she headed out, at night, mind you, all she encountered along the way were strangers. I guess she just got scared. My folks were frantically looking for her as well as all of us. They finally found her wandering down the main street downtown with tears streaming down her cheeks. When they found her, you know what she said?
No. What did she?
She said, "Mommy went somewhere with a strange man. I don't have a place to stay." Now that stranger certainly isn't me.
She said that?
We asked her to elaborate, and what do you know? Seems there was this guy, this stranger Sarah mentioned, by the name of Barry. Apparently visited our home quite often. Every time he visited, well, you immediately took Sarah over to Irene's place.
I wasn't, you know.
And another thing, just in case, I checked the security camera at the front door. Didn't realize I could record it all, did you? Anyways, I checked the footage and lo and behold, there you are, hugging and kissing this guy. What's his name? Barry? I mean, seriously?
Yeah, well, I can explain.
And what's more, this is the part where I was at a loss for words. This guy is Irene's husband. Sorry for sounding so repetitious, but seriously?
You know all that?
Oh yeah, and got this too.
Huh? Where'd you get this?
Looks familiar, huh? Yep, it's the two of you on the trip you just came back from.
Why do you even have this photo? I mean, who took it and why?
Well, as you might expect, Irene was suspicious of her husband and hired a private investigator to check up on him.
A private investigator?
These PIs are really something. Man, they can check anything. You really are a piece of cake. According to his investigations on you, you were having an extramarital affair with some older guy in high school. I mean, come on!
Oh, wait, I was just a kid, and
then during one of those kindergarten events, you apparently met Barry, who you also knew back in high school, and rekindled your relationship. You guys have been having an affair for, what, about a year now?
Huh? How could they do that? Is it even legal? I mean, this is confidential stuff.
Come on. You're the one having an affair. It's completely legal. Irene asked the PI to do a thorough check on both of you guys. She planned on getting my cooperation to get all the info she needed to prepare divorce proceedings.
Divorce?
I completely agree with her. She should go all out. Obviously, right?
You're not serious, right?
Why would I even joke about all this? You have extramarital affairs in high school, have an affair with a guy who happened to be one of the moms at the kindergarten your kid goes to, and on top of that, you ask this woman, whose husband you're having intimate relations with, to take care of your kid. Oh boy, got that all in one breath. I mean, I can't make this stuff up.
Please let me explain. There is a reason for all this.
Hold it right there. I don't want to go any further without my lawyer present.
Huh? Your lawyer? Are you out of your mind?
Meet and then you find out where we moved to? Nah. Better do this through a lawyer.
Oh, yeah, about that. Where do you and Sarah move to? I have a right to know.
Do you really think I'm gonna tell you after all this? If you think that, you have serious mental issues.
Please, let me at least see Sarah. I need to see my daughter. And I want to talk directly to you, Mike. Please, not this messaging back and forth, face to face.
I'll decide that after you explain it all to my lawyer. And after that, and only after that, I'll decide what to do.
I'm Sarah's mother. How could you?
Would a caring mother leave her daughter at someone's home against their will? Or go off with some guy for an extramarital romp in the woods? No, not a caring mother in my book.
Please, Mike. Have a little compassion. Let me see her. Let's talk this out.
This conversation is not getting anywhere. Let's finish up here for now. Let things cool down a bit. And then we'll talk again.
Wait, please.
On the following day, I contacted my lawyer and relayed my intentions for getting a divorce. They met with Amy and her father at the downtown office. She was considerably upset. And there was apparently a scuffle, but her father calmed things down and she ultimately relented and admitted her infidelity. I think she was positive she would be forgiven, but seriously? After all that? Following day, the divorce was complete. Of course, I got complete custody of Sarah. And no need to say that Irene got divorced too. So now, Barry and Amy are living together. Not that they really wanted to, but I think it was mostly out of monetary concerns. I hear that they're both working their butts off to try paying off the settlement and child support for both their kids. As for me, I got transferred to another section that does not require me to go on business trips that often. Sarah's enrolled in a new kindergarten and is fast making friends. Well, it's just the two of us now. We're just gonna have to help each other out from now on. We'll take it step by step. But you know what? I'm actually looking forward to getting to know my daughter better.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Lexi!
Hey Cameron. Hey, where did you go off to without telling me? I've said before that I want you telling me what you're doing when it gets laid out.
I'm sorry. On my way home from work, my mom called me asking for me to come over and plan out a vacation with her.
A vacation?
Turns out that I'll be going with my mom to Hawaii for New Year's as a small trip.
Are you serious?
We plan to only be there for a week or so you don't have to get too surprised by this one. At first, it was going to be my mom and dad going to Hawaii together for that week, but now that dad's bedridden from his sickness, she's asked for me to go with her instead.
Wait! Why would you guys still plan to go to Hawaii with everything else going on?
What do you mean? Lots of people go on vacation during the New Year's, right? You think we're just joking?
You guys are still planning to go on that trip that your dad was supposed to go on while he's in the hospital, unresponsive because of his condition? At that point, people would normally just cancel the trip and stay home around their family.
But if we were to cancel this whole vacation now, we'd be left having to pay a boatload in cancellation fees to all the hotels and restaurants. So, instead of having to deal with that, I think it's better that I go in Dad's place, and then we won't need to worry about money, right?
But if you've started to think about the condition that your dad is in, you shouldn't have the mindset to go to Hawaii, right?
You think so? I never thought I had to dwell on the thought of my dad being in the hospital that much. My dad won't even know we're gone because he's not even well enough to be awake, and he won't be for a long time, the doctor said. So there's really no point in us being home to go see him if he's not even going to be awake to say anything. I think now's the perfect time that my mom and I go out and do what we want since we don't have to be held down by him.
This isn't about seeing him all the time, but the fact that you should be worried about him more than some trip to Hawaii. If I were you or your mom, I wouldn't care about having to pay a little or canceling and would stay here to be with my dad.
Well, it doesn't matter what you do because you're not even coming with us.
You both really plan on going still. I have no idea how you have the nerve to do that right now.
Oh, come on, Lexi. This is one of the things that always drives me up the wall with you. How you always act like you're so right about everything.
Uh-huh.
No matter how you try and make me feel bad about my choice, I'm going to Hawaii. Tonight I'll be home to get my things together, and then I'm heading back to my parents' place to stay until the trip. Don't even try stopping me anymore.
Wait.
No!
What the heck, Cameron?
All right, I'm getting on the plane right now.
So you both really are leaving?
It's my job as my mom's son to be here for her when she wants to go out and do something.
That's weird though, considering her husband is in the hospital in really bad shape right now. I wonder what's going on inside her head right now.
You're starting to get on my nerves here, Lexi.
I'm just going to tell you this one last thing then. If your dad does end up waking up during the time that you're both away, I'm going to have to tell him everything that's going on with his wife and his son, okay?
Go right ahead. I know for a fact he's not waking up while we're gone. Well, even if he does wake up, he'll at least have you there to care for him. And make sure you don't wander off, leaving him without any family, all right? So, with that, I'll be back in a week.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens then.
Lexi, Happy New Year!
Wait, David, Happy New Year! How has your body been doing after being asleep for so long?
Well, I'm still working out a lot of the kinks, but I have to say that all the hospital food actually tastes pretty good after not eating for so long, and I'm really looking forward to getting even better.
That's so amazing to hear.
By the way, something tells me that both Cameron and Lucy ended up still going to Hawaii then?
Yeah. Cameron ended up taking your place and going with your wife. They left yesterday.
I see.
I'm sorry that I couldn't stop them. I told them over and over again not to go while you were in the hospital, but they never listened to me. They never even bothered to come see you in the hospital after you were taken in by the ambulance.
That's alright, Lexi. I was the one that told my wife not to push herself to come see me if I ended up slipping into a coma. So she had every right to have gone away for a bit expecting that I wasn't going to wake up. I'm sure she just remembered that I said that, and so she didn't mean any harm by leaving to Hawaii still with Cameron.
Then I suppose that I wasn't going to change their minds after all.
Well, even if I hadn't said that to her, I doubt she would have stayed. I remember after being helped from the car accident by your family and you, that my wife had already been pretty reluctant to come see me because me being so badly hurt and sick would ruin the trip. Of course, a small part of me wanted to tell her to stay by my side as I was in the hospital, but she was very excited for the trip, and so I never had it in me to change her either.
David.
I'm sorry that I've told you all this, but I thought it'd be best that you knew what was going on.
Thank you.
But there is a reason for them wanting to be away on this trip, and I think you should be ready to understand what I mean by that.
I see. Well, for the time being, I will prepare myself for what's next and to help you.
Thank you, Lexi.
Lexi? Tomorrow my mom and I will be coming back, so can you come get us from the airport?
Uh-huh. You want me to come all the way there? Don't you realize that the airport is a couple hours away from our place? Why not just take the bus back to our place from there? Or at least get an Uber or something to go home in?
Well, we have a lot of things with us. You're my wife, so you have to listen to everything my mom and I ask for.
Well, before we continue with this, your dad woke up.
Really?
When I was going to go and see him, he had woken up and started talking to me.
Are you serious about that?
He says that he has enough energy to text you guys, so I'll let him handle this.
He can't really be awake already, right? You're lying, right?
Cam,
Hi, Dad.
did you have a good time in Hawaii? I know that you went there in my place, right?
Right. We went to all sorts of beaches and stayed at a few really nice resorts. Even went out and tried surfing for the first time in my life.
I see. I'm sure it was a great time, leaving your dad who was in a coma behind so that you could go out to Hawaii, huh? You both are coming home tomorrow, I hear? I'd make sure that you enjoy whatever time you have left there before having to come back and see me, okay?
Hey, Dad.
Well, I guess I should get things started then.
What are you going to get started? I'm sure you're just really happy to see us again, right? Maybe there'll be some sort of surprise for us when we get home, right?
Just make sure to let your mom know that she needs to be prepared for what comes next.
Dad? Maybe you're less happy and more mad then? Hey, Lexi, what is this? Why is there a divorce form?
So you've made it back home now? Hope you made it back okay.
But what is going on with this divorce form laying on the counter?
Well, about you, Cameron. You were in Hawaii with another woman, correct?
Why do you say that?
Well, your dad started to look into your mom about her cheating, and lo and behold, you ended up being with another woman as well. And then once your dad found out about that, he told me.
What? So you know about Mom as well then?
That's right, we both do. We both figured that you guys really continued with that trip, not because you didn't want to pay any cancellation fees, but because you both were going to have an affair, correct? I hope you both had fun at least.
No, hold up. If you really think about this, things don't seem to add up, right? Do you really think my dad could have done all of that when he was in a coma for so long?
Well, he told me that he's been looking into your mom for over half a year now. That's before he ever got into that accident, Cameron. And your dad has actually been awake for a month now. Did you know that?
What?
Of course not, because neither you or your mom ever came to see him. When I started going to the hospital to help care for him, he opened his eyes.
What? You hid that from both my mom and I?
Well, when he asked me where the two of you were, I told him that they didn't plan to come see you. And so he told me everything and asked that I keep my mouth shut about it.
Why though?
Well, your dad was a little upset about the fact that neither of you two wanted to be around him when he was in his time of need.
But why would he never tell us that he was at least awake?
Cameron, your dad knows that you aren't actually his son.
What?
I never really knew that you weren't your dad's real son, and David didn't really know either until he started looking deeper into things. But now he knows that the man that your mom went to see in Hawaii is actually your real dad. So really, this whole trip was going to be both your real parents, you, and then that woman you wanted to cheat on me with, correct? I'm not sure why I say that like it didn't end up happening, because you guys did see them and enjoy your time in Hawaii with them.
You know all about that now. Dang it.
I'm sure that your mom will soon be finding the divorce paperwork that I've placed in her living room for her to find.
Huh?
Your dad asked me to help him place it there while he stayed in his hospital bed.
Are you kidding me?
Ah, that's right. David has gone ahead and changed to a new hospital, so if either of you try to come and talk to him, you'll find that you're both too late.
Where did he go to, Lexi?
Well, I'm not sure about where myself.
Why don't you know? Out of all the things that he decided to tell you about, he never mentioned the next hospital he'd be going to?
Well, he realized once you both came back from Hawaii, he wouldn't want anything to do with you guys. The last time I spoke with him was yesterday, and then after that, we decided not to talk to one another anymore. So I haven't heard anything else from him since. And in the case of David, he doesn't know where I am currently either. I think if you want to find anything else about David's whereabouts, perhaps you'll have some luck talking to his lawyer when he starts talking with your mom about all of this.
He even got a lawyer involved in this?
Well, why the heck wouldn't he be, Cameron? As a matter of fact, I'm also going to be getting a lawyer soon. So when that happens, you'll be hearing from them instead of me, okay?
You're getting one as well?
There's some information and a few business cards with those divorce papers you found, right? Those will be the lawyers I plan to get involved with to help me see all this through.
Hey, can we at least talk this over a bit more in person? You've been married for 3 years now, so you have to have the heart to want to talk things through, right?
We've been married for 3 years, yet you choose to cheat on me. What made you think that was an okay thing to do when you should have the heart to talk to me? And also, even though he was never your father and never knew that, he raised you all the way to the point you're at now and learned recently that you aren't his and his wife has been cheating on him all this time. Imagine being in his shoes and having to feel all the emotions he's having now, just trying to deal with all of this, especially after an accident that left him in a coma. Honestly, I might have stayed to talk things through with you over cheating on me, but what really pissed me off was you just leaving your dad in the hospital while he was dealing with all of this to go to Hawaii with your cheating mom. So me leaving you is justified, right?
But, Lexi...
Don't say my name anymore, okay? I've got to get going now.
Huh?
Make sure that I get all of the money I asked for in the settlement, okay? Please and thank you.
What? Dad! I still really do think of you as my real father. And what happened with me and going to Hawaii and while I was there,
Perfect timing. I want you to tell this to your mom from me as well. I'm not going to change my mind about the divorce. And as for me and you, Cam, I'm planning on cutting all ties I have to you.
What?
And right now, I'm getting myself a new phone and a new number, so neither you or your mom will ever be able to find me or contact me ever again. Then, once you're never able to talk with me or see me again, you'll have to go through my lawyer, who is looking forward to talking with you both.
But, Dad...
I need to get back to getting my new phone now.
Dad, please!
To start, David had a long talk with his lawyer about how he wanted both his wife and his son to be taken out of his will, as well as for both of them to get nothing from him in the divorce. When this was brought up to both Cameron and Lucy, neither of them wanted to agree to what David was asking and tried begging for him to rethink what he had planned to do to them. Of course, he didn't budge, and so Lucy signed the document first, followed by Cameron doing the same with huge reluctance. And then, instead of taking any settlement from Cameron and Lucy, he only asked that Cameron's real dad pay him. In my case, I went and had a settlement made for both Cameron and the woman that he cheated on me with. Once they had both paid the money that I had asked for, they were left with the realization that I just took $15,000 from the both of them, and that things were going to become much harder. Cameron ended up leaving his job due to all the stress and returned back to his mom and real dad with his new girlfriend, where they all started to live together with very little money to their name. Now, the only person that seems to be working any sort of job is the real father, and he is left with himself and 3 people that he'll have to start trying to care for.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Randy, I'm outside the funeral home. What's going on? Right when I get in there, I get a bucket of water dumped on me, seriously? And then get kicked out. What the hell is going on here? Sam, why'd you even come here? You're not welcome. I made sure the staff not let you in no matter what. Your only option is to leave, so goodbye. What are you saying, Randy? This is our father's funeral we're talking about, for God's sake. Do I really have to explain it to you in black and white? I don't want you coming to Dad's funeral because it's embarrassing to have a high school dropout of a little brother come here. You're a total disgrace. I don't give a crap if you're my younger brother or not. Am I getting my point across to you, little brother? Are you still harping on about academic achievement? Dad hated that kind of viewpoint. I don't care what Dad thought. The fact is you're a hindrance to society. No education, no skill, no finesse. A lot of people, prestigious people, that knew and respected Dad are coming here today to pay their respects. He was the CEO of a major company. There are many people that are going to pay tribute to him. You really expect both his sons to be there to greet the well-wishers, and one of them is a high school dropout. I could not bear the indignity. A good percentage of those well-wishers know the reason I dropped out of school. It's no use, Sam. You're not getting in here as long as I say so. Give up, man. See you around, Sam.
Hey, Sam. You okay?
Emily, is that you?
I was waiting in the lobby area for you when I heard that Randy chased you away.
Is he already inside?
Yeah, the traffic was pretty light, so I got here sooner than I expected. Did he really dump water on you?
Yeah, I'm still soaked, actually. A bunch of his co-workers, or should I say lackeys, threw me out after that. Those lackeys are guarding the main entrance as well as the side entrances, preventing me from even getting close to the place. How's Randy? What's he up to?
The funeral directory called him over, and he's busy running around doing chores. Seems kind of busy at the moment.
I see. Thanks. Well, I'm soaking wet. I can't do much in this condition, I guess. I better give it up and go home, at least for now.
Can I ask you something, Sam? Why is your brother like that? I mean, treating his younger brother with such disdain.
Yeah, well, my brother judges people by their academic background.
So this has to do with you dropping out of high school?
He's a college graduate, so he can't bear the thought of a family member being a high school dropout. He just finds it unacceptable.
But how could he? The circumstances at the time was unavoidable. Doesn't he understand that? The CEO, your father, was overjoyed that you made that decision. It was a difficult decision for you. And Randy, he was there. He witnessed the whole thing, and he treats you like this? It just seems so heartless. He doesn't understand a thing. He could at least let you into your own father's funeral.
Don't worry about it. Emily, I'm sure Dad's looking down on me from up there. He knows what's going on. I'll be there for the big public event later in the day. I'll sneak into that somehow, put on a disguise or something, and pay my respects. No worries. Now or later today, it makes no difference.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Better not make any waves now and ruin your father's funeral.
I should go home and change at least. I'll be back later.
All right, just be careful, okay?
Hey, Randy, I just got to the office. Where the hell is my desk? I asked the other staff members and they tell me you came in early this morning with your guys and moved everything. What's going on? Didn't even expect you to be here. I thought I would start today. I just took a few days off when Dad passed, you know this. So where the hell is my desk? Do I have to spell everything out for you, Sam? Please. You're fired, Sam. That's what it means. Pardon me? Do you even realize that you're the only person in this office that's a high school dropout? You only graduated from junior high, bro. You really think people are going to listen to you? Dad was too easy on you, always spoiling you. But you begged him to let you in the company, and he relented. You didn't get into this company on your own merits. It was given to you on a silver platter. We can't use people like you. One thing's for sure, the next CEO of this company, which would be me, isn't some pushover. We don't need a worthless dropout in our company. We're better than that. There's no guarantee that you will be the next CEO. It hasn't been announced yet. There needs to be a board meeting as well as an investors meeting. The results of those meetings will determine the next CEO. That's where you're wrong, Sammy. I don't care what the investors or board members say. It will be a college graduate like myself that will be slated to become the next CEO after my father. There's no denying it, sir. I'm sorry, Sam. You're fired. Should I repeat it so that there is no misunderstanding, Sam? I'm the next CEO, and the high school dropout is out of a job. I can see the headline now. College graduate son takes over as CEO, and worthless dropout brother sacked. You keep repeating that ad nauseum. I heard you the first time. All right then, so what are you going to do about it? If that's how you want it, okay, I'm out. Actually, you had no other choice. No, actually, I did have a choice. I already submitted my resignation 2 months ago. What are you talking about? I was going to take that break after Dad died and just not come back. I was not even going to come in today. But with all the chaos after Dad passed, I didn't have time to come and clear out my desk. So I dropped in today to do that, but then you beat me to it. Saved me the trouble, thanks, Randy. So that means I'll be gone from this company without any prodding from you. Are you for real? You mean I didn't have to go through all that trouble? Too bad, though. I actually wanted to get you fired so you couldn't get any of the benefits. Does that mean you get a hefty retirement package? I thought I'd get rid of a high school dropout and see you left with nothing. That would have been fun to see. Oh well. Yeah, what a shame. Anyway, I'm resigning because I already have another job lined up. Pardon me? Thanks for cleaning out my desk and all, Randy. I'll just say goodbye to everyone and be on my way. I can't imagine what kind of company would want a guy like you working for them. That must be a real disreputable operation. Oh, but come think of it, it might be kind of fun to watch you squirm even more. Yo, Emily, what's up? Did you hear? Little Sammy up and quit. Can you believe it? He said he already found a new job, but it's some fly-by-night operation, some dodgy company. So Emily, more of a reason to drop that boring dude and start dating the next CEO.
Oh, hello, Randy. Yes, I did hear he landed a new job, but what I heard was that he was recruited. You know, so-called headhunting.
Come, Emily, give me a break. Headhunting refers to recruiting top talent. It does not refer to people like Sam, he's just a...
Yes, I know, a high school dropout. I'm surprised you don't know anything about your younger brother.
What are you trying to say?
This was before I joined the company, but I was told by some of the long-time staff members. About 10 years ago, the company was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Huh? The company was on the verge of bankruptcy? You're talking about our company, right?
Yes, it was a tough time for your father. He was adamant about allowing Sam to go to that private high school and college, and had set aside the tuition. This was about the time that you had just graduated from college, and already landed an executive position at the company. Apparently you got it into your head that the money was actually set aside to celebrate your graduation and company status. You spent that money for an extravagant party with your friends and blew the whole thing in one night.
Oh, this is the first I'm hearing this BS.
I was told that the entrance fee for that high school was approximately $2,000, but at the time, the company was in dire circumstances. Your father wasn't able to scrape together the amount in time, and Sam was prevented from entering the school. That's why Sam decided to forgo high school and college and work at your father's company.
You're kidding me.
But when Sam joined the company and really put his efforts into reviving it, things started to look up. He came up with some brilliant ideas and earned the trust of his clients. After his tireless efforts, the company experienced a V-shaped recovery in just 3 years and made the company profitable again.
Why haven't I heard about this?
Maybe you just didn't want to hear it. Everyone in the company knew except you. All you were interested in was status. You never stopped to think about Sam and what he did for the company. All you were concerned about was his failure to graduate from high school. That's all you were fixated on. To think such a narrow-minded person would take over the company. That's what troubles me. To be honest, I don't think you'll ever be the CEO.
Come on, Emily, don't be like that.
I don't want to be associated with you any longer. Goodbye.
Hey Sam, pick up if you're there. Where did you put those documents for Ace Industries and King Corporation? They're not in the files. Pardon me? Those documents include signed contracts for those big projects, I lose them and we're finished. I need them ASAP. Normally, you would put these kind of documents into the company safe. I hope you didn't just have them sitting on your desk. If they went missing today, I have no idea where they are. What? But you handled those projects too, right? Yeah, but I had the marketing department take over all business dealings 3 days ago. I have nothing to do with those companies anymore. I also didn't have the authorization to access the safe anymore. I suggest you contact the people in charge now and verify the situation with them. That file folder wasn't... I'm not sure what you're saying, Randy. Hold on a second. Don't tell me that when you had my desk cleared out, you also dumped everything in the safe. I hope that's not what you're suggesting. Wait, back up. Was the AP Corp files in there too? AP, what are you talking about? And I last checked, AP Corp sent over some high-priority documents. Are you serious? Those are in the safe? Please don't tell me you threw them out. If I were you, I'd go to each of the departments handling those accounts and apologize to them. And get those files back to them ASAP. Yeah, but I was, Come on, Randy, snap out of it. No time to be texting me. I put the files, the documents through the shredder. The shredder? Seriously? Randy? You mean to tell me that it's all confetti now? I was only trying to, What the hell is wrong with you? This is serious, man. I'm going to contact the office right away. No, wait, don't do that. They really gave me a dressing down after you blabbed about this whole thing. Can I ask you something, Randy? Were you trying to put the blame on me by getting rid of those documents? I thought all those clients were under your supervision. What the hell is wrong with you? I can understand you wanting to give me a hard time, but why would you jeopardize the company and put our clients at risk? Or is it your intention to totally bankrupt our father's company? A company he spent his whole life building? Of course not. Why would I even think that? I'm going to be the next CEO of this company. Why would I do that? That's suicide. That means you're either real dumb or you're soft in the head. What the hell are you talking about? How could a college graduate next in line to be CEO be dumb? Hey, Randy, didn't the office ask you to stay at home until they figure out what they were going to do with you? Why do you even know about that? I didn't. You just verified it. Darn it, if this fooled the wrong way, my chance of becoming CEO... Hey, Emily, how are you? Look, can I ask a favour? I really need your help. This is about the unfortunate incident where I mistakenly shredded those files. I'm sure you heard about that. Could you tell them that it was you? I mean, you did it without realising they were important files and I was covering for you taking the blame. What do you say? You do that for me and I'll be sure to make you the wife of the next CEO, I promise.
Sorry, but I already resigned from the company.
Huh? Seriously?
I applied for the same company as Sam, and I got a letter from them accepting my application, so I resigned from the company on the same day as Sam.
What, am I hearing you right? You and Sam both resigned at the same time?
Yes. We went to all the departments to say goodbye to everyone today. Everyone was very understanding. We stopped by your department, but you were nowhere in sight. Were you taking a cigarette break or something? Do people even smoke now?
Did you really resign?
Yes. It was nice working with you these few years. Goodbye.
No. This is not happening. Why does Sam get all the breaks? I'm the college graduate here. What the hell? After my father passed, the board decided that the current vice president take over as CEO. He has been my father's right-hand man since the company's establishment. He also has a strong bond with all the clients. He was the one that handled the mess that Randy got us into. And thankfully, the entire episode ended with minimal damage. This episode with Randy prompted a corporate investigation, which ultimately revealed the substandard business methods of his department. He was ultimately asked to resign, and on top of that, legal proceedings were instituted against him for the damage he caused. He was not much of a saver, it turns out. So that really hit him hard and left him stone broke. My mum wanted nothing more to do with him. Last I heard, he was living in another city, trying to make ends meet. But, knowing Randy, he got himself in trouble again. This time he was accused of stalking some woman. Apparently he later borrowed money from some disreputable loan outfit. Not sure what happened to him after that.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.